every evening I fill, well, I don't say fill, I put what they're going to need for the next day of their grains and alfalfa pellets and stuff, and I'll go over the list in a little more detail in a few minutes. But every evening after I've fed them, there's always a little left over to inoculate the next batch overnight, and I do that, and then I bring it in, give it some warm water with some apple cider vinegar, and it just soaks overnight, and that is that allows, with the vinegar and everything, that allows some of the anti-nutrients to I don't know, be dissolved, I guess you could call it, and it allows for the chickens to absorb it more. I was doing fermented feed. You know, you wait 3 days, and when it's warmer out, even just in 24 hours, there was mold on the sides of the bucket where it splashes up and stuff, and I just don't feel like that was what I wanted to do here. So I soak them overnight. Sorry for the low light in here. It's not too bad, I guess. So then I come out and give it all a nice good stir. Mix everything up. The corn and the oats, they tend to settle to the bottom. And then I have this big ladle, which is about a cup. So I put, let's see, I give them, well, I fill this 3 times in the morning. That is, it takes 3 of those scoops for this. So they get 9 cups of feed in the morning. And then, as the day goes on, I'll show you what else we do. Hey, chickies. And there's 1. And 2. And then this morning I'm actually not going to do 3 because I cleaned out my fridge yesterday, and I've got a bunch of scraps and leftovers for them. This salad didn't get eaten. My husband is not really a huge salad fan. Okay, hey chicks. And then I have French fries, because I love French fries, but they gave me like tons of extras. I'm actually going to give some of these to the ducks, but chickens will get a bunch. They also love French fries. Hi guys. Alright, so let me go and get the crazies out and I'll show you what I feed them. One thing I forgot, I do give them a scoop in the morning and a scoop at night of layer pellets. I do this just to ensure that I'm not missing any vitamins from my homemade mix that I make. And I don't think I am, because they're pretty healthy and they lay lots of eggs. But just to ensure, I always do give them a scoop in the morning and a scoop at night of that. And by a scoop, I mean this yogurt container. This is what I use as measurement for pretty much all my feed. And the ducks, they get 1 of these scoops. So remember, that's about 3 cups. That's the alfalfa grain mixture, which I'll go into more detail about. And they get about a half scoop of layer pellets, because I want to make sure again that the females, especially, are getting all of the nutrients they need for all of the eggs that they output. Hi girls! Yeah! And guess what? I got French fry treats for you today! Yeah! You want them? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Look, French fry treats. Daisy, you're missing out, girlfriend. Come on. Alright, so there they are. They're eating their breakfast, the crazies. Now, I gotta go feed the goats. And down for the goats. For now, they're not milking, and I don't give them a lot of grain. When they're milking, they get at least one of these. Sometimes they get 1.5, depending on where they are at in their milking cycle. But I'm pretty sure they're both pregnant, and they were getting just a little bit more than the male goat. But now that I'm starting to increase just a teeny bit every day, well, not every day, every week, so that their rumen and everything can adjust to more grain, so that there'll be plenty of nutrients for them and the babies that are growing. I also take, and I have this alfalfa and sunflower seed mixture, and I just do a little top dressing for them. Now, again, when they're milking, sometimes they get more of that. And I know that feeding a male goat grains is very controversial. However, I've read both things, that it's good and that it can be bad. The thing that matters is the amount of its protein and something else. I have it written down. And I will add that information to this video when I talk more about it in the house. But my decision was that I will give him a little bit every day. And so far it's worked out very well. I may change that a little when he's in his own pen, but for right now he's in with the girls, and I'm just gonna make him feel like he's being treated just like everybody else, as long as it keeps him healthy, and he's fine. Okay, so besides the goats feed daily, they get here, let me open it, hang on. They get a date for being good girls and boys and getting hooked up. So everybody gets their fair portion of food. But in the date is their herbal warmer. It's in the form of a capsule. I fill the capsules full, and that's how I give them their warmer. And we'll talk more about that in the house too. But for now, here. Alright guys, let's see if I can do this. Miss Pixie. Oh, she's a good girl. Yes. Miss Fern. Yum, yum, yum. Butters. And you see that? Easy peasy. They have taken their herbal warmer. And like I said, I'll talk more about that. Alright, let's go get your grain, huh? The goats also will get 2 flakes of hay this morning. And 1.5, sometimes 2, depending on the weather, in the evening. And as you'll see, their bedding is all, I get this first cut hay that is cheaper than straw, and that's what I use for bedding and walkways and that sort of thing. I am not too worried about hay seeds because I do the deep bed method, and like I said, this is less expensive. I don't do the deep bed method, I'm sorry. I do the no-till method in my garden. Normally, my point here is normally I don't do the deep bed method in here. I clean it up once or twice a week, depending on how much they've been hanging out in here. And I was going to do that today, but we have another snowstorm coming in. And rather than make it so the ground is all bare and exposed, I mean, I could put some fresh hay down, but I'm just going to put it on top. And it's not that bad in here. And I hate doing that because it makes it much harder to clean. However, their comfort is more important than how hard it is for me to clean up their stall area. So, today, I was going to just see if there was any big poopy messes, but it looks like nothing's too bad, really. There's a little spot there. Mostly, it's not bad. So I'm just going to pick up the couple little spots, and then I'm going to cover it up with some more of this first cut hay. Get another bale of first cut hay in here, so it's all ready for the next probably week until this snow that's coming melts. Pixie, no, that's not yours. No, you eat your own. Eat your own. Pixie, Pixie, no. Behave. And the bunnies, they get a little handful each of hay in the morning. I do make sure that they have plenty of bedding hay to keep them comfy when it's cold. When it's not cold, I don't do a lot of bedding. I do lay down pieces of cardboard for them to lay on in the summer. But anyway, at nighttime is when they get their grain. Rabbits are, of course, semi-nocturnal. And, hey, Sonny. And Miss Violet is pregnant, I believe. And she should be having her kits any day now. So she's got a nesting box, huh? Huh, Miss Violet? Everybody's thirsty. I gotta get them their water. So anyway, fresh water for everybody in the morning. And it's warm water that it's brought from the house. I switch out the water bottles. I know I've talked about that before, in the buckets. And then the chickens and the ducks, they have those rubberized bowls that you can get at Tractor Supply, because you just turn them over and stomp on them and everything falls right out. It's awesome. So that's the morning. And like I said, this morning I was planning on cleaning everyone's stalls and stuff, but I'm going to touch spot the goats in here for the winter, or at least until the extra drakes are gone. This is where the ducks hang out at night, and I also leave it open for them during the day so they can come in and get out of the weather. And they make a huge mess, so this floor is getting cleaned up. Yes, it is. Huh, Buster? Buster is our oldest boy, and I think he's pretty much blind. He's waiting for his water, huh, buddy? Okay, I'm going to stop talking and get you guys your water. So yeah, that's Violet. She's going to be a mama. These are the babies. And they have got another couple weeks, and they'll be going to freezer camp. I'm not keeping any from this batch. Like I said, this is Buster, and this is Sweet Pea. And as soon as Violet kindles, Sweet Pea is going to go and see Sunny. Yeah. And this is Sunny, our other boy. He's a California New Zealand mix. We got him this summer with Sweet Pea and Violet. And then this little girl is Silver. And she was from Violet's first kindling. And she was a mix with my giant chinchilla Candyman, who has since gone on to freezer camp. He was getting quite old. And he didn't reliably father kits. So anyway, but I did manage to get that last one, and she's just a beautiful little bunny. You can't really tell from here, but she's got little silver tips all over the gray. She's a really pretty bunny, so I'm hoping to get some really pretty babies from her, because I do breed mainly for the meat, but I will also put them live for sale until they go to freezer camp. So pretty babies sell. Sunny. So the babies in this little grow out pen, I talked at one point in one of my videos about the old rabbit tractor and how I was not going to use it this year. Normally this would just be another rabbit pen for a breeder, but I've taken this one for the grow out pen for the winter, because the rabbit tractor is just not usable anymore. And but anyway, so they have 3 water bottles. They get changed out twice a day, and they get half a flake of hay in the morning, and then they even get half a flake at night along with their grain, because they're growing and they're hungry, and there's a lot of them in there. It's not the perfect setup, but it's what we got for the winter.